Hello everybody and welcome to a new Let's Look At. My name is Ben the Human and this is King's Haven. It is a roguelike deck builder with base building, strategy, cards, all sorts of good stuff. You're the king of your haven and you're assembling a deck of followers and warriors to protect your town from these monsters that come after it every single season. I played through one run of it, and I had an absolute blast. And I was like, let's show it to YouTube. It's by Wooden Crow. They sent me a code to check it out. Thank you, Wooden Crow. Now that the legal things are out of the way, I don't have access to anything other than the king. There is a live playtest happening on Steam right now, so if you were interested in checking it out, I would recommend throw your hat in the ring. I don't know if it'll automatically throw you in or not, but you couldn't hurt to try. Anyway, start 1st of spring, year 1, 4 days until enemy attack. So, the way this is laid out, we have our haven up here. You've got your castle, deals 5 damage at nightfall. There's a couple different phases. There's like day, nightfall, and then I think there might be like sleep or something. I forget exactly, but here's our deck here. We've got 2 citizens in our draw pile, and then we've got these cards in our hand. And it's pretty straightforward initially. You like to play your farmer because on wake, which is when you play them, he gives you 2 gold, and then at nightfall he gives you 1 food as well. Food is what you use to play your cards. So we have all these knights and a jailer in our hand. Every time we play a knight, we consume 1 food. So I'm going to play all 3 of our knights because at nightfall they will deal 3 damage to the bush lurker. And then the jailer, we could play him, and then the action is like an activatable ability that you can then play after he's on the field. He's good with, like, he synergizes with some other cards, like there's like a robber and some other cards that benefit from being thrown in jail. He doesn't really have a purpose for us right now, so I don't think there's really a purpose to drawing him. The other thing that you can use food for is you can ring this bell, which will allow you to draw 1 card. Initially, it costs 1 food. It increases by 1 every time you ring the bell. The thing that is important to note about food, you can hold a maximum of 10. You can only carry over 5 food from day to day. So if you have more than 5 food, it makes sense to try and spend it because it just goes away. So we're gonna ring the bell because we get a free farmer that will give us 2 gold, and he'll give us that food back at nightfall. So there's no reason not to have drawn the farmer. We don't have enough food to ring the bell again, so we're just gonna end the day here. I know there's still moves available, but I don't really want to spend the food on the jailer. So we're gonna go to nightfall. Our 3 knights are gonna attack for 9 damage, and our castle is gonna do 5. And then the bush lurker moves 1 step closer. If he reaches your haven, the game is over. All right, we've got a choice of poison dart frog. So there's a bunch of different types of cards here. There's creatures, there's humans, there's monsters, perhaps, or something like monsters. I think the vendor is really good because it really enables other ways of getting a lot of food. The butcher is really good along with some creature synergies. There's a couple creatures that actually benefit from being killed. When he wakes, he deals 2 damage. On death, he applies 12 poison. So what you could do is you could have a butcher that kills your poison dart frog and applies 12 damage or 12 poison to the monster. But I think I'm gonna take the butcher initially because there's a couple ways we could use that guy. There's like a rancher that summons sheep, and every time you kill the sheep, you get food. It's pretty good. So we start out with 3 extra food here. So we'll play our 2 knights here, play our 2 farmers. We'll ring the bell. We get the butcher, but it doesn't really pay to play him. I'm gonna ring 1 more time, play this extra knight, and then we'll call it good. We're gonna do 14 damage again. So if we can get 3 more knights on the field, he will die. More visitors. The Snake Oil Salesman. If you have poison applied, draw 2 cards and reduce the cost of a random card to 0. So this would try and like pivot us into a poison run, but we don't have that poison dart frog. Add 2 random junk cards to your hand. Deal damage equal to the number of cards in your hand. So you pay to play early, and then another butcher. I'm gonna try the scrap collector. So this is kind of interesting, is it would pay for us to draw cards into our hand and then play the scrap collector. Let's do it one more time, because we can play 3 cards. We'd still only want to play 3, but we might draw a knight that we would want to play. So let's go farmer, farmer. I should have played the scrap collector before I played the farmers. Action, deal damage equal to the number of cards in your hand. At least you put 2 back in. I could have done 8 damage to you. That was the whole point of getting everything in my hand early, was to play you. But I've never used that guy before. That's my only. It won't turn on is the soaked gadget. It's my only defense. When this card is discarded, there's a 1/2 chance to gain gold. That sounds nice. 2 knights, and then we'll hold on to our butcher card. Yeah, I don't want to play any of the rest of these. And the 2 knights will deal enough damage to kill the bush lurker. And that's pretty much all there is to it. It's a pretty straightforward game, but the fun is when you start getting synergies amongst the buildings you can build, and then amongst the cards that you have. So we got 63 gold for that, and then we got a blood gem. Gold and gems are gold is used to play cards and build buildings. Blood gems, as far as I can tell, are exclusively used to make buildings. Another scrap collector, a cowboy. Discard your hand and draw 6 cards. Deal 2 damage 6 times, but he costs 2 food. On death, invite a cockroach. What do you mean invite? Oh, add it to your kingdom. So you could just end up with 1,000,000 cockroaches, which I kind of hate. I'm gonna take the cowboy. Every season you also get like an event here going on. So we have a disappearance in the woods. As the sun is starting to set, 3 of your citizens decided to go out hunting a bear that they had spotted. The hunt went wrong and the bear started chasing the 3 citizens. As they ran as fast as they could, not looking back, when they got home they realized one of the citizens was missing. Oh, well, I think it would be okay for me to lose a knight, because we have multiple knights, and he's honestly not the greatest late game fighter. He's fine early on, but eventually he falls off. Draw until your hand is full, then banish every citizen still in your deck for 3 days. Trigger a random landmark or a phoenix. Oh, I kind of like this with the butcher. We need to get more food because he's an expensive creature, but I like that as an enabler for things. All right, what do we got? If it is the last day of the season, draw 3 cards and gain 3 food. The Arc, when you play a citizen, draw another citizen of the same. That one's really nice because it helps with the farmer, it helps with the knight. And then whenever you apply burn, draw a card. Does Moltres apply burn? Wake apply burn. Whenever you apply burn, sure. The locomotive, and then we will build the Arc. We can replace these at any time if we choose, but I think getting 2 of them right off the first season is great. It Who Watches is a giant eyeball. We start with 10 food, which is great. So let's go Phoenix, apply burn. When burn is applied, deal damage equal to enemy's burn. Burn is removed each new day. Okay. Well, oh, I should have played the scrap collector first. That's my bad. Again. Farmer. We drew another farmer because of our Arc. And then we go butcher. And then the butcher kills this guy. Gives me 3 food. Ephemeral. When this citizen dies, it is not moved to the graveyard. Reaction. Resurrect the Phoenix. Oh, so a reaction happens when other things use their action. Which means we could technically use the jailer to get the Phoenix back. Like this, we play that guy, and we will banish one of our farmers to jail. And now the Phoenix is back and has applied more burn. That's so cool. All right, we know what we need to do, which is get more butchers, which allow us to kill the Phoenix even more. Cowboy's gonna do a lot of damage. We didn't get to draw any cards because our deck was empty. I should have played the Knights before I played the Cowboy. Order of operations, unfortunate. We're learning. I've never played with these cards before, especially the Phoenix, which the Phoenix is cool as hell. Kill a citizen, draw a card. Do you count as a citizen? Is that a creep? Is a creep? I think any citizen. I think a citizen is just a character, right? Could be anybody. I'm gonna take the Executioner because that's another way for us to kill the Phoenix. And also, yeah, that's it. Yeah, Phoenix. Oh, whoops. Executioner. Execute the Phoenix. We would like to Scrap Collector. Invasive Fungi. We would like to activate your ability. Oh my god, every time you do damage, it triggers burn again? I'm learning so much. Farmer for sure. Other farmer for sure. Butcher. Kill the Phoenix again. Or maybe it was because the Phoenix got resummoned from the action. Knight. Cowboy. You're dead, sir. Okay, damage doesn't cause burn to inflict again. I don't know why I did it, but it does build. So like we inflict 7 damage with the first burn. The next application of burn inflicts 14 damage. So it compounds upon itself. That's the best I've ever done. I killed him in 2 days. All right, you enable more food. You just cost a little bit of gold, but that we make so much gold. It seems fine. Deal 5 damage and draw a card. The thief is great for the jailer because when you banish or kill him, he gives you more money. And I actually think that's awesome because we can then use the actions of either the executioner or the jailer on that guy. Magical Baker. A baker came through our doors today. With him, he had a piece of ordinary looking bread. This is no ordinary bread I am holding. This bread was baked with dough so dense it will permanently satiate one's hunger. Normally this would cost you a fortune, but today I provide a sample. Oh, sick, it reduces the food cost. Definitely on the executioner, make him cheaper. Absolutely. And we get another event. Jack of all trades. He's perfect because he has a wake, an action, and a nightfall ability. Deal 13 damage, reduce the cost of a random card in your hand to 0. Wow. You're pretty cool too, but I think the Jack of all trades. We're a Phoenix merchant right now. An unusual looking traveler came by our city walls riding a caravan. An assortment of potions and medical equipment was hanging off the side. He was running experiments on fusing citizens into one form. I've had this guy show up before. Basically, he combines 2 people together. I don't really want to combine the butcher and the thief together or the jailer and the executioner because they're supposed to interact with each other. So I think we go knight farmer just because that makes a knight that then produces gold and food. So now we have an amalgamation of a horrible farmer knight. Rat King! Summon 2 lesser rats, applies 2 poison for every citizen in your graveyard. Huh. Oh yeah, we just straight up killed somebody. Which is the Phoenix. Oh, you're gonna get super strong because we're gonna keep putting Phoenixes in the graveyard. That's amazing, I think. Unless, does that ever go away? I guess we're gonna find out. Yeah, Rat King, for sure. Give me a Rat King. All right, what else we got for buildings here? Jail. When a citizen is banished, do 10 damage. Choose a citizen on the field to banish for 2 days and reduce their cost by 1 permanently. Huh. 4 blood gems. Consume a citizen. I think let's go with jail here because I feel like we'll be banishing people relatively regularly. Who's our enemy this time? The giant mushroom, the spore spreader. Okay, so we go abomination. I should have played scrap collector first. You draw a card twice. Oh, you stay in my deck? Oh no, you put this in my deck. 1 invasive fungi into my deck. For all intents and purposes. All right, do 7 damage. Give me a couple farmers here. Give me a thief and a jailer who jails said thief to give me more money, and I do 10 damage from the jail. Oh, how do I want this to go down? Apply 2 poison, and on death apply 4 poison. I think we go Rat King to apply a bunch of poison, and then we go Cowboy. Even though you could execute a rat, but we don't have our Phoenix on the field. Oh, I realized that I did not resummon my Phoenix. We needed to get the Phoenix back before it died. Or died permanently, otherwise it stayed in there. That's good to know. I've learned something. I killed my Phoenix and then I didn't bring it back from the ashes. I assumed the ashes got shuffled back into the deck, but now I realize they were ephemeral. So if you don't bring the Phoenix back, you're toast. Salamander, awake, apply burn, more burn. I did play around with the sentry drone before and that was pretty good. 14 damage is a lot. I think we go Salamander. And then maybe if we can resurrect the Phoenix at some point or get another one. Let's see here. Farmer it is. Second farmer. Knight. Abomination. Ring the bell again. We go Cowboy. And then we go Jack of all trades because he can get us some food. I think we want to apply even more poison, so it's... well, do the Rat King after the Scrap Collector. Letter. When this card is discarded, you draw 2 cards. Okay. Attack for 6, and then Rat King to do even more poison damage. Lots of food generated, couple damages, and then a lot of poison applied. All right, 2 days to go. I can't believe I already screwed up the Phoenix play. Fortune Teller. Discard up to 3 cards and gain a random tarot. If you had poison applied, draw 2 cards and reduce the cost of a random card. I think we're fully in on poison now that we have a Rat King, so that's totally acceptable. So let's go start with the Rat King. Go with Executioner because we can kill you. Because when you die, you apply 4 poison. Farmer, Salamander, which draws a card. Not the card we wanted to see, but a Knight. And a Cowboy for 12 damage. And then we can play 1 more Abomination, which is a combination... Wait. Play you, because we might get... well, we will get a free card. The Butcher, indeed. Which means we can kill another rat, apply even more poison, and we got more food, which is Jack of all trades territory. We go Abomination. I should have played Scrap Collector before everything else. I think we hold on to the 2 food that we have. I don't need to play the other things. All right, 26 poison damage is great. We don't have an extra day here, but we will do good with it. Reaction, deal 4 damage. We have a lot of actions going on, so the more actions that happen, the archer will do 4 damage each time. On wake, invite a sheep. At nightfall, you get 5 gold for every sheep on the field. This is what I was saying, where he synergizes really well with the butcher. I think we go archer, though. I like all of the actions we have. All right, Rat King, Butcher. Butcher, you kill. Well, hold your action until maybe the archer shows up. Knight. Cowboy time. There's the archer. We could get 1 attack out of him. We go snake oil salesman. Free invasive fungi. There's a scrap collector. So we play you, and then we do a crap ton of damage with you, and it actually kills the spore spreader. Hooray! Oh, do I end turn? I guess you wouldn't want to end turn before you get your farmers out there. Someone literally just subscribed to the channel. My Twitch channel. Yusuf, thank you for following my Twitch channel. Viral marketing. I swear to God, I did not intend for that to show up. That's hilarious. Oh boy. Anyway, if you're interested, follow my Twitch channel. It's in my channel description. Anyway, peace in our kingdom. 0 days left. We only get 50 gold. All right, we really need to lean into our poison burn and reaction build going on here. Choose a citizen, shuffle 3 copies of them into your deck. Oh, dude, that would have been sick before I killed my Moltres. Trigger another citizen's nightfall. Another archer? I feel like I'm not super into any of those cards. I don't want to dilute my deck too much. Choose a citizen. Trigger random adjacent landmark. Whenever you summon a citizen, summon a copy of them. Sounds scary. Let's do 1 reroll here. Trigger an effect after adjacent landmarks have been triggered X times. What if I move you? Oh, I can't move you. First 3 times you deal damage each day, it's poised or doubled. That actually sounds great. Discover a citizen in your deck. That sounds awesome. And actually, I don't have enough money to build the windmill. That one allows us to just like pick a character we want. Serpent of Eternal Ice. We would like to bring our scrap collector into our hand. Start with the scrap collector. Draw another card. And then hit him really hard. 16, we doubled it. We go farmer. We go salamander to draw an extra card. Abomination. Jack of all trades because you get your food back. And he does damage when the guy does his job. I don't think I want to kill anybody with the executioner. Although we could kill the thief. And I'm kind of into that because it makes our Rat King stronger. I am out of food, so we cannot play the cowboy, unfortunately. What do you mean still moves available? You lie. Oh. I can play the gadget and the boot. Oh, you banished my people! You turd. I was using those. Wake. If enemy has burn applied, you gain food. Ah, these are so weak. I'll take another Jack of all trades just because it's a, just because it's another active ability. Please, please, you hear a voice through the gates of your kingdom. My child, he won't make the winter like this. Please, will you take him in? I will repay you any way I can. I forget how this worked before. The dad comes back and you like get some sort of reward, but I don't remember what you get. But maybe he'll be banished by the thing of eternal ice. Start with the archer. Play the archer. Play the jack of all trades. Play him again. Then knight it up. Farmer. Draw salamander. Then cowboy, because we don't really care about the butcher or the snake oil salesman. Rat king. Can I jail a lesser rat? I don't know why you would. Good work. I know I could play the jailer, but I don't want to. Lots of poison applied. You've taken even more of my people away. Got 2 more days to try and kill this dude. Let's go vendor. Vendor is... I've had vendor before and they did a pretty good job. Especially once you start getting more expensive stuff. Let's start with jack of all trades because that means we get another jack of all trades. Salamander. Oh, I should have started with the scrap collector. Do set 14 damage. Ah, you know what? I've been kind of cannibalizing my gym in a terrible way because you do 1 damage, so he's been doing 2 damage. Good to keep that in mind though. Double farmer. Draw. Vendor is great, they give you more food. Knight. Oh, these are terrible cards. Although I was hoping for... I really wanted the cowboy, and now I just realized, oh, I do have enough food for the cowboy. The cowboy should be getting played before these guys, though. Because he'll do 24 damage instead of just 2. Alright, we have 1 day to try and kill the Serpent of Eternal Ice, but he's been banishing all my people. So I don't know if we'll have the juice. Select a citizen in your deck to summon. These are so bad. I don't want any of these. We need some the first time I played this game, I had 2 samurai and they did damage every time somebody had a wake ability, which was a lot of characters, obviously. And they just went to town. It was great. Yeah, you're basically useless because our poison guy got taken away. Can you banish this guy? You can. You banish a rock. Good job. Well, that's all she wrote, team. Yeah, I got like... It's like 4 or 5 bosses deeper than that one. Ooh, we get to open a pack, though. King's Haven. Acrobat. Draw 3 cards and then discard a card. Spider Egg. Ooh, summon spiderlings. Elusive add kunai. That's cool. And the gluttonous toad. Neat. Yeah, so that's King's Haven. I'm actually gonna do something special here, and I'm going to record 1 more episode of King's Haven because I've enjoyed playing it enough, and I think I goofed this one pretty dang bad. So tune back in a couple days for the next episode installment of King's Haven. If you guys enjoyed this video, please click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more episodes of things like King's Haven or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you have your notifications on so you know when the next videos go live. But until next time, everyone, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody!